This is a reaction video. It's protected by fair use. I'll be commenting on this video.
Well, if it's Tank's fighting, then there just better be a knockout, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel that pressure a little bit now? I see you smiling a little bit, huh?
Not right now, but a little bit like in between fights. I mean, like in between rounds in the fight. That's when I feel like a little pressure.
Really? Like
Yeah,
when you're back in
just
the
a-
corner?
Yeah, just a little like, you ain't get him out of there yet? Like,
So Tank Davis letting you know, man, that, he's human, man. He feels the pressure from the people, you know what I'm saying, to do what he do. You know what I'm saying? He's known to knock motherfuckers out. And like Mike Tyson, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure he felt the same kind of pressure. You know what I'm saying? Anybody with that kind of power, they looking for you to make it do what it do. And Tank is, letting everybody know that, you know what I'm saying, he feeling it too. So, he's a special fighter who got that kind of power. So with great power come great responsibility and expectations. So, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it don't, undo him at any point, you know what I'm saying, against any opponent. But it all makes sense.
stuff like that. Like, that's what I be thinking. Because sometimes I get bored. I get bored.
Did you get bored in the Romero fight?
No.
Because
No, because I had to be, like, focused because of how strong he was. So any little slip, I could have been asleep. So I definitely wasn't bored.
But you were taking your time in that one, right?
Yeah, I was definitely taking my time.
But like the fight.
Right here, Tank, man. He letting you know Rolly Romero wasn't no joke, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude had power. He was fast. You know what I'm saying? So Tank had to watch this nigga, man. He got cracked a couple of times by Rolly Romero. And, you know what I'm saying? Tank just letting him know, man, hey, you can't just go in there and try to knock out everybody off the cuff. So, you know what I'm saying? He had to watch how Rolly Romero moved because he was well capable of knocking Tank out. So Tank knew that. So he lured Rolly Romero in and used his boxing IQ, you know what I'm saying, to get his ass up out of there. And Tank letting you know what I'm saying, he had to take his time, you know what I'm saying, which shows, you know what I'm saying, that he is a smart top boxer with boxing IQ.
You had in Baltimore, I think his name was Nunez, right?
Mm-hmm.
That one, you were just trying to end that one
Yeah, I wasn't.
fast as possible,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Same with Santa Cruz, too?
No, but he was cocky. Everybody didn't know he was, like, even when we was in the clinch, he was looking like. And then that's when I caught him, because he was cocky. He was saying he was gonna knock me out and everything.
When the fight is over on January 7th, right? And let's say it goes your way, like, obviously it's about staying busy and it's about fighting good fighters, but like, what does a win over him, what would it mean actually? Like, what does it mean to you to beat this guy on that day? Does it have any other significance other than it's just another name, it's just another check mark?
No, I feel as though everything is like a process, you know what I mean? I can't go get on like step 3 if I don't go through 2. You know what I mean? So I feel as though every step it's a process and everything play as, you know what I mean, to where I want to go. You know what I mean? I feel as though this is a legit opponent. He's 16-0. You know what I mean? He don't have no laws, meaning he don't have no flaws. You know what I mean? So I feel as though he's a tough opponent, and we're trying to get over the hump. That's it.
All right, let's talk a little about social media.
Hector Garcia, man, he ain't no joke. He got 16 wins, you know what I'm saying? The nigga ain't got no losses. He got 10 KOs, so he got power. So he letting you know, man, you know what I'm saying? We all seen how Hector Garcia got up in Chris Colbert's ass talking all that shit with the blue hair. You know what I'm saying? Knocked his ass right into obscurity, right? So Tank letting you know he ain't taking this dude seriously because this dude got skills. You know what I'm saying? He's got a great amateur pedigree. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Chris went in there and took that man lightly like he was somebody to walk through, and he got Falumaloon. He got straight Falumaloon, bro. We haven't heard from Chris Colbert again. So Tank letting you know what I'm saying? He going in there to handle business, and he's going in there to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? He's going to put that power on Garcia, and it's going to be all she wrote. But he can't take a fighter like Hector Garcia, you know what I'm saying, just because you haven't seen him around before, because the guy can fight. Let's continue.
Can we?
Yes.
You are the king. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe there's somebody else. I don't know. But as far as I know, Gervonta Davis is the king of tweet, let it sit for a bit, and then fire that delete button. What is that? What is that?
I'm glad we talked about this because people don't. I feel as though like after I say what I said, like it's over with. And I ain't got time to go on my Twitter, like keep going on my Twitter and keep saying something about that, like that comment. You know what I mean? So I just delete it.
So, how, like, do you have a plan? Like, I'm gonna leave this up for like 30 minutes or whatever, and then take it down.
No, but if somebody right under there, like I can't wait to. I mean, he's gonna take it down. I'll leave it up there just to be a smart.
Just to stick it to him.
Yeah, and
right?
then I take it down.
Is it only Twitter you do this on, or do you do this on Instagram too?
No, I don't.
Now we know, this is the one thing about Tank Davis, saying that's, maybe the one negative thing is, he'll say up some crazy shit on Twitter, just kind of ruffle the masses. He's got a little bit of a troll, let him, but he's young, and, this is a competitive sport, so, they're going to pop their shit, He just letting you know, why he deletes those tweets, and all these fighters got kind of a weird Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't for going back and forth, a lot of times, because there's a lot of fans out there with a lot of opinions. So Tank just letting you know he ain't about going back and forth on some shit he said. So, I understand that because there's a lot of people out here and, they feeling different kind of ways. So it is what it is.
Only on Twitter. and I be saying crazy stuff too. And I be trying to, like, I want to stay, I don't want to be out here, like, on Twitter that's cursing and people look up to me and things like that. And I'm trying to get like sponsors and things like that too. So
yeah, the delete button is helpful for sponsors. Yeah. That is true. All right, let's talk a little bit about Ryan Garcia. Now, before we talk about the opponent himself and then April 15th, which is the proposed date for all of this, like the deal itself, on your end of things, it took two people to make this deal. Actually, everyone's teams, but it took Ryan Garcia and it took you. Like, on some level, do you have respect for the idea he wanted the smoke? Like, like there is something to be said for that in this modern age of boxing, right?
Yeah, he definitely, and I ain't gonna lie, he definitely, somebody, I don't know what's going on over that side, but he definitely wanted the smoke.
Yeah, you can see it in Tank eyes anytime they mention Ryan Garcia. That fight, that is one fight that Tank Davis really, he really wants, man. You could see it. He smiles when you speak about Ryan Garcia, and Ryan Garcia, all of a sudden, he always act like he want to smoke, I'm not the biggest Ryan Garcia fan, but, this is one of the biggest fights, at lightweight. And, Ryan Garcia, he has power, he has speed, and, Tanks is aware of all that. But he has a lot of confidence that he can go in there and knock Ryan out because he got a lot of fundamental flaws, and I'm pretty sure Tank team understands this, and I think Tank feels real comfortable about fighting Ryan Garcia. I don't know why Ryan Garcia is trying to go for Tank, but it is what it is.
To shy away from it at all.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel as though I think it's good for the sport. I think it's definitely good for the sport because both of us young, both of us in our prime. You know what I mean? He's hungry for sure. I'm hungry. I think it's. I mean, ain't no other young fighters fighting each other right now. I feel as though this is the start.
You guys are trying to start. You trying to like set the example, something like that.
I mean, not set the example, but I think this is the start of 135 fighters. Top fighters fighting each other.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You feel me? So
right.
I feel as though this is like a spark to it.
Okay.
Like deals can be done.
All right. In your mind.
Man, I feel what Tank Davis is saying, but I disagree with him because, Mikael Rivera and Frank Martin, those are top 135 pounders, and they're young and they're very, very talented. You know what I'm saying? That's a 50-50 fight. Frank Martin is a Errol Spence Jr. Promoted fighter. And I mean, they need to start getting these guys on their radar because these guys are going to be top contenders. And, they better recognize them. But, I understand Tank, he got Devin and Shakur on his list, and that's who he's talking about. But he's got to recognize Mikael Rivera, and he's got to recognize some of these other 135 pounders that's around. You know, what I'm saying. But that's all I got to say about that.
What is Ryan Garcia's best win?
In my mind,
Yeah, when you think about his resume, what's the win that's his best that you think?
Luke Campbell,
Why?
because Luke Campbell is a solid opponent, and also how Ron got dropped in the fight, and then also came back and wound up stopping him. First though, because some people, I think that's probably his first time getting dropped in a fight.
I think that's right, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, some people get dropped and don't recover, and he's young. He's young. He did that. You feel me? I think you gotta give him props for that.
Man, it's cool to see Tank give Ryan his props, you know what I'm saying, for, you know what I'm saying, taking a licking and keeping on ticking, you know what I'm saying. But definitely Ryan got smacked. He got clocked, you know what I'm saying, by Luke Campbell, you know what I'm saying. But Luke Campbell was never a champion, you know what I'm saying. So he was never, you know what I'm saying, fighting, you know what I'm saying, from a champion perspective. But, you know, Tank, you know what I'm saying, give him all the credit in the world, you know what I'm saying. But Ryan did come back and drop and stop Luke Campbell, but he wasn't a world beater or nothing like that. But, you know what I'm saying, I guess from a fighter perspective, you know what I'm saying, if you get dropped, that shows you that you got guts, you know what I'm saying, that you got guts and you're not a quitter. And that's one thing that gets a lot of fighters respects and a lot of fans respects. But because Ryan is bullshit, backing out fights and all that, he still got a lot to prove. So, you know, you just got to look at it like that.
See something. You saw a noticeable shift from what he was doing before to this, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Major.
Aside from hand speed, right? He does have good hand speed. Mm-hmm. Aside from that, what is he good at? What are you up against on April 15th?
He has speed. He has power. That's it.
That's about it. What do you have that you're confident he has no answer for?
The whole package. my disadvantage probably. Nah, I take it back. I don't got no disadvantage.
Not against him?
I would say size, but probably reach. Reach and size, probably.
That's the thing you're most up against?
So Tank has that competitive spirit, you know what I'm saying? He's not just going to come out here and say this guy got an advantage over him. You know what I'm saying? Tank got that one hitter quitter. He do what he do. He know that, you know, he can knock you out at any time. You know, Ryan Garcia showed that he could be dropped and come back. But, you know what I'm saying, Tank is just not going to be out here, you know what I'm saying, going in there to box with him. Because you can box very well up until, you know what I'm saying, the 12th round, and you can get knocked out. You know what I'm saying, early in the 12th round, you could win every round, you know, in boxing, and in the last goddamn minute, you know what I'm saying, you can get your ass knocked up out of there. Just ask Mildred Taylor. You know what I'm saying, when he lost to Chavez, he lost in the last goddamn 10 seconds. So that's just how boxing is. So this is going to be the end of part one because it's pretty long. So we got a part two coming up, and you know what I'm saying, to cover the rest of the interview. This has been Pool Kind of Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel for more hardcore boxing content. And we'll be back with part two. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.